Spending a day at sea can be a luxurious and unforgettable experience on Celebrity Ascent. So what can you do on a sea day? And how can you have a fabulous day on this cruise ship? In this video, you'll discover how to spend your sea day in style aboard the stunning Celebrity Ascent, a ship that redefines luxury cruising. You might be wondering how to make the most of your sea day, but fear not, we have you covered as we take you through all the options available on Celebrity Ascent, including our tips and tricks to make the most of your sea days on board. Let's begin with Celebrity Ascent's facilities and venues that you can enjoy on a sea day. A popular place to hang out on a sea day is the resort deck. On Celebrity Ascent, you have an impressive amount of space, sun loungers and seating available, and we love the parasols that provide shade during the hottest part of the day. The pool is one of the largest you'll find at sea, and it's a great place to cool off. If you enjoy swimming as part of your daily exercise routine, our tip is to head here in the morning when the pool is at its quietest. Most passengers will be sleeping in or having breakfast at this time, so you can have the pool all to yourself. Now, the pool can get very busy on sea days, and as the day goes on, you may find it difficult to do any actual swimming. You may also notice a film of sunscreen on top of the water as the day goes on. You've been warned. During the day on the resort deck, there are plenty of things to keep you entertained. Live bands play music, there's fitness classes by the pool, aqua aerobic sessions, fun challenges for you to join in, and the officers versus passengers pool volleyball game. That's a fun thing to watch. If that all seems a bit too energetic for your liking, it does offer an endless amount of people watching opportunities while you lie back on your sun lounger, sipping a cocktail and relaxing. The pool bar offers bar and waiter service and is open all day, and the nearby Mass Grill is really handy to grab a burger, hot dog, fries and soft serve ice cream. They rotate the ice cream flavours between chocolate and vanilla and strawberry, and you can help yourself to a cone or a bowl. Or both. For the ultimate day relaxing on the resort deck, you could book a poolside cabana, which offers you your own private space near the pool. Here, there's comfy seating and a whole host of extra perks included. In your cabana, you get a bottle of champagne, rum, vodka or gin, and a choice of beer and soft drinks, ice-cold towels, fruit skewers and food from an exclusive menu. You also get some Evian face mist to cool you down on a hot sea day. Prices for a private cabana start at $200, so if you fancy a luxurious day by the pool in your own private space, we recommend booking this before your cruise to avoid disappointment. So are the cabanas a quiet and relaxing spot? No. As they are right next to the staging area, it can get pretty loud when the music is playing, so think of it as more of a private party space rather than a peaceful spot to chill out. If you're looking for a quieter spot near the pool, you can opt for the solarium, which is next to the outdoor pool area. The adult-only solarium pool is a good option if the weather isn't nice enough to sit outside or if you prefer to relax away from the sun, although it does get rather hot here on a warm day. We liked the padded sun loungers around the indoor pools. This space was always busy on sea days during our cruise, so sun loungers are hard to find from mid-morning onwards. Our tip is to head here early to grab a spot or wait until later in the day when everyone heads off to get ready for dinner. The pools and jacuzzis on Celebrity Ascent stay open until 11 p.m. at night on sea days, so you can always opt for an evening dip and enjoy the solarium all to yourselves. Another peaceful spot on the resort deck is the Magic Carpet. This is the first cantilever floating platform on a cruise ship, which first debuted on Celebrity Edge. On sea days, the Magic Carpet is open for anyone to enjoy. You can find a soft, comfy chair, order a drink from the bar, and watch the world go by. It gets busier as the day goes on, and on selected evenings, it transforms into a pop-up dining venue. We suggest going there early afternoon to relax and unwind. If you head one deck up, you'll find the walking track that spans deck 15 and 16. And the cool thing about this track is that it has a figure of 8 design with inclines. You have a walking and jogging lane to suit all fitness levels. There's plenty to see along the way, which makes this a much more interesting way to exercise and burn a few calories before lunch. Deck 16 is where you'll find 2 large hot tubs on this deck, and we like that on Celebrity Edge sunshades have been added so you can have a bubble away without cooking in the midday sun. We think the addition of the mast bar on Ascent is a great idea on this deck. We spent a good amount of time using the sun loungers on this deck, and the bar was really handy. There's some waiter service here, but it's usually quicker just to go to the bar to order a drink. On sea days, it's open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m, so for a day relaxing and enjoying the sunshine, you don't need to venture down a deck to get a drink. Let's take a look at some of the other outdoor spaces on Celebrity Ascent to enjoy on a sea day. The rooftop garden on deck 15 is a real garden, complete with seating areas and a pickleball court. We thought this was a pleasant place to hang out. Pickleball does dominate this space, and things can get quite competitive, so if you're sitting near the court, you have to keep your eye out for rogue balls flying at you. Find some seating further away from the court to avoid this and the whooping and the grunting that goes on court. If you fancy a game of pickleball, there are daily competitions and a cruise tournament you can get involved in. The rooftop garden also has a big outdoor screen, and during the day it shows extreme and urban sports clips. At night, you can grab a blanket and watch a movie. We did this one evening on our cruise and were surprised how popular it was. Our tip is to grab some snacks and drinks from the Ocean View Cafe one deck below, because there's no way to serve us once the movie starts. Moving further aft from the rooftop garden towards the back of the ship, there's more outdoor lounge spaces, which are really peaceful and also have some plunge pools nearby. These are very popular in the afternoons and people use them as a place to hang out with friends. One of our favourite places to spend time late afternoon and early evening on a sea day is the Sunset Bar. We like that Celebrity has really expanded this area on Ascent and beyond. So there are different levels, alcoves and a Mediterranean style bar, and you can sit around this and watch the bartenders make cocktails. In the evenings, you'll find some low-key entertainment, and this is the perfect spot to chill out and watch the sunset. The majority of the outdoor spaces on Celebrity Ascent are found on the upper decks from 14 to 16, but there's one other secluded outdoor area all the way down on deck 5 we wanted to show you. It's on this deck you'll find some short sections of promenade so you can get some fresh air, sea views, and there's also some small areas to sit. You can access these areas, both port and starboard side, but they don't join up. So on the port side, you have a section of promenade and then an outdoor seating area that can be accessed from Eden. Here you can get some good wake views, but this is also a smoking area. On the starboard side, there's also a short section of promenade, which opens into an outdoor area for alfresco dining, and that's next to the Eden Cafe. Now, let's move on to the rest of the public spaces you can enjoy on Celebrity Ascent on a sea day. The Grand Plaza spans deck 3, 4 and 5, with the Martini Bar being the main focal point. It's here where you can find places to sit and read a book during the day, but at night there's always something to see or do. Entertainment ranges from modern classics played by a violinist to parties and discos. The silent disco is a popular event that happens a few times each cruise, so look out for it on your Celebrity Today planner. In fairness, you're unlikely to miss it, as it's where you'll find a lot of cruise passengers. You don't even have to dance if you don't want, just grab some headphones and choose the music you want to listen to. Another party in the Grand Plaza is the Latin Dance Party, and this takes place once a cruise, and having enjoyed this in the rooftop garden on Celebrity Edge, we were hoping it would be as good. But unfortunately, on Ascent, it was basically a Zumba class, which was a bit disappointing. One thing you don't want to miss in the Grand Plaza are the bar flare shows, and these take place most evenings at around 10 p.m. It's really fun to watch the bartenders show off their moves to music. These shows never cease to amaze us. The crew are so talented, and this is a perfect way to showcase their skills. Around the Grand Plaza, you'll find other venues and specialty dining. Cafe El Bacio is where you'll want to go to get a good coffee, and these are included in both drinks packages. But you'll also be tempted by the pastries and small bites that are complimentary from this cabinet. The mini beef sandwiches here were so good, as were the sugar donuts. It was pretty hard not to get something whenever we walked past. You can sit in or take away, but on a sea day, what's the rush? On the opposite side of the Grand Plaza from Cafe El Bacio is the Craft Social Bar, and this is where you'll find live sports on the big screen. So if you want to catch a big game or something like tennis and F1, this is where you'll find it. We liked this place for a quick drink before dinner, and my personal favourite drink from here was the Strawberries on Fire mocktail, but you can easily make it into an alcoholic cocktail on request. The other bar you'll find in this area is the World Class Bar on Deck 5. It's worth noting that this bar only serves premium drinks, so if you don't have this drinks package, it can be pricey, although they did offer to serve me a Moscato, which was within the classic drinks package here. It has a nice view over the Grand Plaza, and we never saw this bar busy during our cruise. On a sea day, the casino is open from 8 a.m. until late, and although we weren't allowed to film inside the casino when it was open, we thought we'd show you around whilst we were in port, so you can get a proper look at everything. You've got slots and tables in this casino, which is a good size. This is a non-smoking casino, so it makes it a lot nicer to spend time in here compared to other cruise lines, which still have smoking sections on some ships. Apparently, there are around 2,000 slot machines and 150 places on the tables in here, which is hard to believe. To give you an idea of prices here, minimum denominations on some slot machines is 1 cent, and the minimum bet for a roulette table is $10. On Deck 4 and moving forwards from the Grand Plaza, you'll find The Club, and this is the go-to venue for trivia, games and challenges. This is also the venue for the ABBA sing-along, which we did go to, even though we're really not big fans of ABBA. We also joined in a quiz during our cruise, but failed miserably. Upstairs in the club, you'll find some games, including a golf simulator and a retro Pac-Man table game, which we thought was pretty cool. It's easy to miss these as it can be dark in here, but now you know. If you're finding this video helpful, hit the subscribe button now so you don't miss all our Celebrity Ascent content and tips. Just outside the club on deck 5 is the art gallery. Now, we always like to try and find the ugliest piece of art here. This is definitely a contender, but you're also able to spot some of Picasso's work. And if you want to browse even more art available to buy on board, there's this interactive screen which allows you to look through art by particular artists. Let's head to Eden so we can show you around and tell you why this is a great space to spend some time on a sea day. To get to Eden, you'll likely have to walk through this cool walkway, which feels like you've been transported to an icy grotto. Our tip is to take a moment at the ceramic wall mural to try and find the little frogs and the turtles. This is a multi-purpose space and we really liked the quirky seating here. During the day, there's plenty of places to sit and relax. Our tip is to make your way to the very aft where there are egg chairs and seating that faces outwards so you can enjoy a beautiful wake view. It's worth knowing on sea days, the Eden Cafe is open but only from 12 to 1:30, so don't miss this. It's much quieter than the buffet and you'll find soups, salads and sandwiches. Most are complimentary with few options available for additional charges. Not much else happens in Eden during the day, but in the evenings there is acoustic music and a piano bar experience. Let's move on to the entertainment on sea days, and staying in Eden, we would highly recommend catching at least one of the Shimmerbox performances. These performances start later in the evening, so you have plenty of time to have dinner and a drink beforehand. Be aware that seats can get filled really early, so our tip is to arrive at least an hour early to get good seats and enjoy a drink in Eden before it starts. We loved the aerial performers and these acrobats were very impressive. For more traditional entertainment, the Grand Theatre has 2 shows a night. We enjoyed guest performances and a celebrity show called Awaken. It was honestly one of the best shows we've seen at sea. The way that they incorporate the huge screen, special effects and lighting was very clever, plus the costumes were amazing. Our tip for the theatre is to arrive 20 to 30 minutes before the show starts, and as you can see, we found the seats at the back and centre on deck 4 to be really good. Bar service is available before the show starts, so either bring a drink or order as soon as you arrive. If you're wanting a bit of R&R on a sea day, Celebrity Ascent has an extensive spa and fitness space. The spa on deck 14 is the escape you deserve. Here, you can relax and unwind in the tranquil surroundings with its float areas, saunas and steam rooms. You can hide away in this sauna and just gaze out to sea. If you have plenty of sea days on your cruise, it might be worth getting a spa pass. These can be purchased in advance of your cruise and means you can pop to the spa whenever you wish. Our tip is to look out for spa sales that happen throughout the year and in the run-up to your cruise. But if you have a port-heavy itinerary and plan to get off and explore most days, it's unlikely you're going to get the most out of the spa pass. Treatments are available to book too, with a wide range of massages, facials, hair and nail treatments, and some more unusual treatments like IV vitamin infusion. A cool feature of the spa on Celebrity Ascent is the onboard barbers, where you can even get a wet shave. If you're in search of some pampering, it's worth visiting the spa on embarkation day to get a tour and talk to staff about the treatments on offer. If you need to keep up your exercise routine on your cruise or start a new one, the fitness centre is up on deck from the spa on 15 and offers ample space and equipment to work out. Celebrity Ascent boasts state-of-the-art techno gym resistance and cardio machines, as well as a free weights area. On sea days, the mornings are gonna be busy, but our tip is to visit later in the afternoon when it's at its quietest. Classes like spinning are available to sign up for, and the view from these studios would certainly help me make exercising more enjoyable. Just look at how light and airy they are. Do you visit the gym on a cruise? Let us know in the comments. If you prefer to lose a few pounds in a slightly different way, there are plenty of onboard shops to help you while away your time. There are high-end jewellery shops, clothing and souvenirs for you to browse. You can also spot a Fabergé egg displayed in one of the jewellery shops. And we couldn't move on from the shopping section without mentioning the luxury chocolate counter found on your way to Eden on deck 5. Look at that chocolate. Everyone has their own idea of a perfect sea day, but what's clear is that Celebrity Ascent really offers you the chance to enjoy your time on board in style and luxury. Whether it's enjoying the music and pool games on the resort deck, visiting the huge casino, trying out new cocktails in its mini bars, admiring the views from Eden, watching the fabulous nightly entertainment, burning calories in the gym, or being pampered in the luxury spa, the most important thing is to take the time to relax and enjoy the journey to your next destination. Before we go though, we want to share some special highlights not to miss during your final sea day on Celebrity Ascent. These are things we really enjoyed and think you will too. The Captain's Talk in the Grand Theatre is a fascinating insight into how Celebrity Ascent was built. Captain Tassos was very funny and entertaining. The time just flew by and we could have sat and listened to him for ages. You'll find information about this in your daily programme. On our cruise, it began around 10:30 a.m. on our final sea day. Following this, we would recommend eating at the Ocean View Cafe for lunch. On the final sea day, there's a special extravaganza lunch with some incredible food, including seafood, kebabs, artisan bread, and the dessert counter is extra special with so much cake to choose from, plus a chocolate fountain. Yum. Be aware, the buffet will be busy on this day, but we think it's worth it. Towards the end of the extravaganza lunch, the chefs do an honorary lap so that everyone can thank them for the incredible food they've prepared during the cruise. We think this is a wonderful touch at the end of your cruise. Finally, we want to mention the many quiet spaces found on Celebrity Ascent. On a sea day, you have several options, indoors and outdoors, to sit back and enjoy some peace and quiet. Just leave us here. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you check out our other celebrity videos and cruise port tips. We think you'd like this one next.